All right. So I'm going to move to a different screen here.
Sweet, and we are rolling. How's it going? I'm Dan Fradenburgh, and this is Chess with Commercial Real Estate Investors. Sometimes it turns out to be just real estate investors. Sometimes it's just investors. But I'm joined today with James Lascara. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Lascara?
Lascara, like mascara with an L.
Lascara. Okay. So you do a long A on the second one. So first of all, how are you doing today, James?
Good. I'm trying to figure out this login here for this chess.
Yeah, no problem. In full disclosure, I should tell you, the audience as well. I've been told by somebody who claims to be a medical professional that it's actually unhealthy for men to multitask. I've also heard people say that, people are incapable of it. And, James did say, okay, well, it might be a challenge trying to do two things at the same time. I found that everybody, including myself, has had difficulties multitasking on this particular show because that's how chess works. It is not very good for multitasking. But while you're, I know that when you go through the challenge like I gave, it might ask you to add like every contact you've ever made in your entire life, and you can just say no. But once you finish going through that challenge link, we should get started. But do you want to introduce yourself to the audience before we get too excited there, James?
I got to redo my whole password, so give me a sec.
Okie doke. Well, actually, I happen to have a pretty good bio sent to me. I guess I can do the radio voice thing here for you. James Lascara, Lascara, like mascara, right, is a prominent figure in Tampa real estate community, renowned as the founder of several successful ventures, including Lascara Real Estate, Poseidon 25 Developments, Lascara Capital, the Elite Investor Real Estate Meetup Series. I tell you, you're a busy guy there, James.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I would say pretty busy. All right, so I think I'm in. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Pop up when it's when we're all the way through the challenge link. I can also start a new one just in case that one is being uncooperative. So copy, and we'll paste it in here as well. But how's the weather in Florida?
It's been thunderstorming like every day, so it'll be hot. Get up to nearly 100, 100 degrees like on the heat index, and then a thunderstorm. So like it's cloudy because it just thunderstormed out today. I think I'm in. So I think I'm in right now.
Yep, you are, and you're white. Yeah. So you need to make the first move. It will kick us out if you aren't fast enough. So pick something. All right, cool. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, let's try this. So, it's very distracting. So it seems that this might be one of the first episodes I release that does not have sound effects. In the past, I've been adding a bunch of sound effects to this, and the reason for that is just basically get that monkey mind going for people. And neat little bishop's opening that you got there. Oh, it's going to force me to think of something fast or else. All right, let's just try that for now. But so who taught you chess, James?
I think my parents taught me when I was young. Maybe my parents. When your parents are nerds, you end up becoming a nerd. And both my parents are engineers. I used to go to math camp when I was like in middle school, so that made me pretty analytical as an adult. So.
I love that. It's one thing you did not know about me. I lived in Taiwan for 15 years. And so I ended up learning the entire culture. I ended up marrying an import. And so I know that the Asian education system is basically, exactly the same as what you're describing there. It's I'm going to try this and see where that goes. Basically, everything's analytic. Everything's getting ahead of the curve as far as something that you might end up wanting to learn in the future. Okay, you are going to take that one. Cool. So, I definitely get the whole math camp, the whole analytical side of things. Do I want to do it that way? Maybe I do. Yeah, I think that's more fun. Yeah, we're here. It's a sharp opening we got going right here.
I have a belief in life. If I didn't see that coming, yeah. I have a belief in life if you can't if you're not going to play perfect, like play aggressive. So sometimes it doesn't go well. So sometimes it does. We both lost our queens. Like, dang.
Yeah. So let's do this. So yeah, right on. So what brought you into real estate there, James?
It was a result of some mistakes. Oh man, I see something I just did that I don't like.
Yeah.
Yep, right? That was it. Yep.
But at least you saw it, you know. So that's good. It's funny. The sound effects I had. One of my favorite ones was to let people know there's been a blunder. There's a dun dun dun.
Yeah.
But there you go. But
yeah.
So we'll scoop that one up.
Oh, let's see what we can do here. Let's figure this out. I think. I think this works.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. So, me personally, I got into real estate from the CRM and full stack developer space. And you mentioned engineering. I did electrical engineering, so that's definitely my people as well, despite the frequent lack of social skills involved in being an engineer. But
yeah,
what can you do? So, let's see. Back over to... Where was it here? It was over here.
Oh man, this is not what I like right now.
Yeah, it's fine because we're gonna have another one too. This is just a warm up, right?
Yeah. Sorry. So I was thinking of what I was gonna do in my move. What got me into real estate? You asked.
Mm-hmm.
It was a result of a mistake. So I moved to Tampa from Virginia Beach in 20. Late 2019, I made my rental I made the house that I owned a rental up there, and that just went really poorly and was a result of, I guess, like poor preparation. And so I realized that I needed to do better preparation. The more I learned about real estate, the more I couldn't really refute its benefits. And so when I get into something, I just really get into it, and that became a big passion of mine. And so the more I learned, the more I uncovered, like, you can escalate your value proposition to near infinity with real estate by your ability to grow your expertise and build a team around you. And so that kind of got me hooked. And then from there, we're just into it.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. After all, you can't think of anybody who's done fantastically well for themselves without some sort of significant real estate holdings. So that makes perfect sense. But right on. So let's see here. Okay, so you got a night coming up there. I need to continue development here. My development's too far behind from that there. But so your holdings, are they in Florida, or do you diversify around the country?
I do commercial syndications basically across the Southeast for the most part. But then anything I hold or develop is like mostly in the greater Tampa Bay area. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We actually closed on a deal today with a partner. It's like a 19-unit multifamily in Bradenton in a qualified opportunity zone. So it's got great tax benefits. Start a 10-year timer on it, but good tax perks. So that's good.
Right. So you're going to do a 506C on that one?
It's a B.
It's a B? Okay.
Yeah.
So that means it's not available for you. You need a documented substantive relationship with people before you invest in a 506B with somebody. Mm-hmm. Sorry for the finger waggling audience member. You know I love you, but I like to break the fourth wall, as they say.
What's the fourth wall?
That's a film term. The fourth wall is the camera. You're not supposed to look at the camera or the audience. It's called breaking the fourth wall. Yeah, because you can see all the walls except for the one that's behind the audience.
Dang, man, I'm like trying to figure this out right now.
I haven't given you anything obvious as far as I can see. Okay, so if that's the case, I could do that right out further. Yeah, I'll have to do that. But there you go. Have you played with the different time controls in chess at all?
No, not really.
Okay, so this one here, it's a 15-minute game, so you always have 10 seconds to think. It adds a 10-second increment, so it's called a 15-10. Okay, so I guess where's better? They look the same to me. That has more places to go though. Okie dokie. So right on. Okay, so you want a piece of that? that one's seems like it's hanging. Go back there. I gotta have a better attack than this. Oh, actually, I think the knight's just gonna die. So I think, yeah, that's how I'll let it die. So there goes our R.I.P. knight. There we go. But so then, as far as doors, do you operate through a fund? Do you let people invest directly in the LLC?
So I guess like those things aren't mutually exclusive, so it varies by deal. I'm in. I guess with the raises we have open, the closing we have today, I'm in like over 20 deals as a passive investor. So it's like if you have 5% of one deal and that deal is 200 doors, like do you have 10 doors? Like I don't count doors anymore, I guess is my point.
Right. Yep. I love that transparency because so many people, they have those different numbers that they'll actually. There's your Chinese saying for today. It's 半斤八两, and the closest translation would be like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Okay, it's because a 半斤 is the same as 八两, so it's the half of a jing and 8 liangs. Is what that is. Okay, so you'd be able to get that for. No, you wouldn't. So I'm actually free to do that. So it's funny because in our culture when we say something like 6 of one, half dozen of the other, it means like it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. No matter what way you refer to it. And in Chinese, when you say 半斤八两, it actually means that you're trying to blow something out of proportion. Like you're trying to say it's like, oh well, this Ferrari was owned by Elvis, or like whatever it is, and trying to hoodwink or bamboozle somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I have to do that, don't I?
But yeah, I have no idea about. Oh man, I have no idea about doors. Like the number of doors. I stopped counting that way a couple of years back. It just didn't. It's honestly hard to count if you have an equity percentage of a deal, and it could be a great deal and passive for you, and you brought the deal to some of your investor base. You get some GP points for your contributions to the project. But it's like, how do you codify that with doors? So, and here's the other thing I realized too. At one point I owned. Trying to think here. So I bought 4 doors in a pretty affordable cash flow market in North Carolina, and that cost me, I want to say $190,000 in 2020. Mm-hmm. And then I bought 1 door in January of 2021 that was $420,000, and that was actually turned out to be a better investment. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, well, like it doesn't seem like the number of doors is really the golden metric. So.
Yep, I'd agree with that too. I know that the math that most people use, again, I'm saying that they're trying to do it in a way where it overstates their actual contribution or net worth. So generally people, even if they only own like 5% of the 100 doors, they still end up saying that they own 100 doors. So, which it's obviously problematic. It seems dishonest.
Man, okay. This is challenging my brain for sure.
Yeah. You really want that bishop, but you can't have it. It's not yours. Not yet, anyway. That's fun. But yeah, I do think that this is one of the worst possible games to try and do over podcasts. Just to be perfectly clear, a part of my inspiration was from that show Hot Ones, where they're eating the spicy chicken wings as they are doing the interview. And the only difference is like that's fun because it's awkward, but it's a lot more fun. Let's see, how do I want to do this? It's probably just that.
Yeah. I've only got like 3 maneuver pieces left, so that's a challenge.
Yeah, for sure. But,
that wasn't good.
Right, but the other thing that I like about this whole concept here is that like when it comes to chess, though, like a lot of people will start to harbor resentment as the game goes on, and that's a lot more difficult to balance in a podcast than just being ultra awkward.
Yeah. Damn, you got 4. I guess I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah.
I'm not doing too bad. Let's see here.
You're down a rook at the moment. Okay. So if I do that, let's just do this. But right on. But yeah, it's funny though, because coming from tech, specifically like the CRM space, I was the back end guy for all of the websites for our team in Ohio, and all that kind of stuff, which I don't recommend being the tech guy going into real estate personally. I don't think it's the smoothest way, and even if you do develop the marketing chops to do well at that particular role, I still don't think it's okay. Yeah, I don't think it's a particularly a good way to get into this space. So,
Your response now. Okay.
yeah, exactly. That's another thing I've noticed since I've reviewed a few of the episodes. I find that because I'm so far into making sure the podcast keeps going, and also into the game at the same time, I found that there are a few times that I'm pretty tone deaf. Like somebody will say something like, "Wow, you really got me there." I'm like, yeah, which is not the right answer.
Dang, I just kind of put myself into a trap just now, but I think I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's effective. It's effective with a fork. Oh, neat. Okay. Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah, we're about to have a bloodbath now.
Yeah. I'm going to be relying heavily on this bishop pair by the looks of it.
Yeah, now it's like 4 maneuver pieces down to 2. Let me think here.
Yeah, we'll have to get the story of the post that you did on chess that got one of our mutual connections saying, "Oh yeah, Dan, you have to play with James." So how did that post come about?
I played with my buddy retiring from the Marine Corps, who's also a heavy real estate investor. At his retirement thing, there's like an after party, and we played there, and everybody was like watching. It wasn't like it's not like the game of the Masters or anything. It was just a fun time. So
yeah, for sure. Actually, one thing that my son and I started to do whenever we have a vacation with a hotel stay or something like that, we'll bring our chessboard along, and I think I'm gonna do it this way.
I think this game is gonna be done soon.
Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, I think it's on its. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick off pieces for now, I think. But what we'll do, we'll use the clock and we'll play a blitz or a bullet game. So like the slowest. Let's see. So you can't go there. You can go there. I'm gonna keep picking off pieces, like I was saying. Okay, so now I can move there.
Let's think here.
Yeah. But I found that it always attracts a crowd if you're playing speed chess, because like bullets, like the longest bullet format is 2 minutes, and the longest let's do that here, I guess. The longest blitz is 5 minute, and my son's best format is bullet. My best format is rapid.
Just gonna let this happen.
That. Okay. So, but it's all right because we're gonna have a second match, right?
Yeah. We gotta make it pretty quick. We got like 5 minutes left. You might want to start now. Yeah, pretty quick. I got another call here shortly.
Oh, okay. Unless you want to hit the resign button, you want to do it that way?
Yeah, we can do a quick game. Where's the resign button?
It's under all the moves on the far right. You'll see draw. It says a half, and then a little flag. Right. It says resign. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And let's do a rematch.
All right.
Okay. There it is. It should be appearing in the bottom right. Cool. Now this is white. All right. Let's do this.
So we got to be really fast here.
Yeah, I'm game. I'm game for fast. It's funny. I got a lot of experience with. Okay. Yeah, so you just did a famous opening. I don't know if you know that it's a famous opening.
I don't know that. What's it called?
I don't remember. I forgot what it's called. But actually, there's a grandmaster who started doing exactly that out of nowhere. He ended up getting flagged for cheating. And then they found out that, no, he wasn't cheating. And then the two best in the world, Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura, they both, tried it a gazillion times, what you just did, with super favorable results. But, that's the problem with chess, is you have to know, like, the follow-up, all the different variations and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we got 3 minutes to finish this, right? So that means I got to make sure I don't hold you up too much, But I guess if we only have that amount of time, we should also get to the part of how to reach out. I mentioned already that we ended up connecting through LinkedIn. LinkedIn's a great way to reach me, especially because I got this super duper distinct last name. Makes me easy to find. James, is LinkedIn the best way to reach you, or is there a website?
No. It's definitely Instagram. It's JPL Invest on Instagram. We're pretty active on there.
Okay, cool. And wow, now I'm locked up pretty good here. How am I going to do this? All right, just be somewhat protective, I guess. Okay, let's pin that then. But, I did a lot of video editing in my day before I even started podcasting, and one of the big giveaways that there's like a technical issue is if there's silence, and that's not the case when it's people playing chess at the same time.
Well, there is if there's a normal board in front of you, and then it's just like, oh no, yeah.
Right. That's funny.
Shoot. Okay.
Okay, so that's still covered. I can go over that. Should I put that? Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I didn't even realize what I was doing. I was finding a safe spot.
Yeah. I've got so many pawns.
Man, you cleared out everybody really fast. That was not very good for me. All right. I can go a few more minutes, but I gotta head out shortly.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry for holding you up on that, but as long as we're having a good time, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, that wasn't good. So.
Yeah, getting out of this pawn advantage that you have, though, is going to be tough. Oh, I do have all my pawns, too. I thought I was missing pawns. Okay, so do I want that one or that one? I think I'd rather have that one. Oh, but that forces you to do that, which, yeah, that's a better move. Oh, that's a way better move.
Nice. Well, this escalated quickly.
It's like, I don't want to hold you up.
Yeah, I think the game. All right. I'm gonna have to resign again. It was a good game. Sorry we got started a few minutes late. I didn't realize we're signing on to the chess.com thing.
Yeah, all good, all good. I really appreciate it. This has been really awesome, and that brings me to the reminder to the audience. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so YouTube starts paying for these videos instead of me. Thanks again for joining, James. This has been super awesome.
I appreciate it, man. This is tough. This is like seriously tough to concentrate on the questions and play chess. I feel like.
Yeah, dude. I think you did really solid. I don't think there's any two ways about it, because for both games, I had huge chunks where the advantage was not that big. But
maybe I'll practice.
All right,
thanks.
Awesome.
All right, see you then. Bye.
Does nothing but put more money in the pot.
Right.
If we talk about just the investor side, I mean, Shane talked about the sponsor side a little bit. I'll talk about the investor side. Okay, so you want the most money in terms of return with the least risk. All right, you want to do it yourself? You can go get 13 or 14%. You're going to do all the underwriting. It's not going to be passive.
If you bet, probably not.
I think I'd have to bet at least 2,500 before they fold.
And the pot is
4,000.
4,000. Yeah, I think you're right, but I'd rather just check.
Okay.
First position, you have the right of collection and the right of foreclosure or sheriff's sale, wherever you're at.